this was one of the first comebacks of the year, and honestly, like, one of the best, even though it was in January. But every single part of the song was, like, amazing to me. From the lyrics, the background music, their voices, God, all of it was so good. The live stages, too, man, I don't really think I've, like, stopped listening to it. Like, it's still on all of my playlists. Like, I still bop to this song all the time. But really the only reason why it's a lot lower on this list is because I personally just enjoyed all these other comebacks a little bit more. But this was still a solid comeback and a whole bop. And we stand. Go up to the sky. So Everglow really had, like, one of my favorite debut songs of all time, so it's no wonder that they're on this list. So, like, everything about it was so good to me. Like, same thing with A-Pink, like, the lyrics, the live stages, all the girls, they just all looked so good, and they looked so excited to be debuting finally, and oh my god, I loved every part of it. But my favorite part by far was the dance. Like, not even just, like, the chorus dance, which of course is iconic on its own, but, like, all of it. It's so good. And every single one of these members could be, like, a main dancer if they wanted to. Like, if they were in different groups, they could all be main dancers. But other than that, though, the song in general was just so amazing to me. I know, like, quite a few people didn't really like the auto-tune, but honestly, I was a huge fan of that. I liked it. I thought it tied into the song really well, and I'm really excited to see what else Everglow bring to us for their next comeback. Okay, I'ma shake it, shake it, shake it like you want my birthday. Hey. Okay, sue me. I genuinely really enjoyed this song. I know a lot of people didn't. I know a lot of people really didn't like this with debut song, which is fine, but I loved it. I thought it showed off her voice really well. I loved the beat drop in the chorus. I loved Somi in general. She had so much stage presence, and she's really becoming, like, one of my favorite solo artists out there, and God, she's just, like, I adore her so much. But anyways, I really loved Out of My Head. Like, that sidetrack went off so hard. Like, honestly, this whole debut was so solid to me, and I enjoyed it so much. I'm so excited to see her have more comebacks. I hope the Black label shows her respect that she deserves and gives her a lot of comebacks, because I love her. Okay, I'll be honest. Butterfly is that goddamn song. Everything about it was so beautiful to me. The vocals were angelic, like Chu's part especially. She sounded so pretty on all of the songs, not even just Butterfly. Also, the meaning behind the song was so amazing. I loved the music video so much, and the girls just did really well. I loved how long they promoted for it too, and it really just made me dig Butterfly even more. And also, okay, I completely forgot about this, but Cherry and Gowon's part where they, like, do the little rap together, like, heavenly. It's amazing. But if I'm being honest, like, my favorite part of the comeback, though, was all the side tracks. Like, I don't think there's one that I didn't like, and Curiosity especially. Like, that song is a banger, and it's one of my favorite Luna songs of all time. Overall, though, Butterfly was an amazing era, and I love it so much, and I cannot wait for more comebacks by them. And I know I keep saying can't wait for more comebacks by everyone, I really can't. I love all these artists so much. I've already expressed how much I enjoy Zimzalabim, so y'all should not be surprised that this is so high up on my list. So anyways, I loved it. I loved it from the get-go. I first listened to it and I was like, this is my shit. I love this song already. Again, it's fine if y'all don't like it, but I loved it, so it's on my list. So, one of the things I really liked, I liked the darker turn from the chorus than from the rest of, like, the other verses. I liked that. I loved the chorus. It was one of my favorite parts of the song. I thought it was creepy, and I liked that a lot. I love when Red Velvet do creepy concepts. But if I'm being honest, my favorite part of the song was the bridge that Joy, Seulgi, and Wendy do, like, all their voices together. Oh, yes, it's so good. The legendary vocalist jumped out, and they also looked so good on stage, like Wendy and Yeri especially. And can I just say that Yeri has improved so much on her rapping. Like, she seems so more confident in it too, and I'm so happy for her, and I love her, and she's just doing so great. Anyways, I don't need to go into huge detail about the sidetracks since everybody knows how hard they slap, like especially Sunny Side Up and Milkshake. Like, they're bangers, all of them, every single one of them, and I love this comeback altogether. If you haven't listened to this Oh My Girl song, like, you really gotta. Literally, the 5th season was one of my favorite Oh My Girl title tracks ever. Like, it's right behind Secret Garden, like these two songs, hand in hand, best Oh My Girl title tracks. It was full of legendary vocals from the 5th season and all their side tracks. The dance was so beautiful, and I absolutely loved Mimi's rap. Like, it was so deep and velvety, and I just thought it was so beautiful. Like, I love all her raps, but this one just stood out to me. I really loved how it came out. Other than that, I really loved every single one of their side tracks. Like, Oh My Girl go off for their side tracks, but these ones especially were great. Like, I think my favorite was Checkmate, which I'll play a small clip of. Seriously, did y'all just listen to those vocals? Especially from Miss Benny. She went hard, she went off, she went absolute ham, and we love her for that. And honestly, I feel like this era has turned me into a massive Benny stan. I feel like she owned this era. She just looked so good on all the stages. Her vocals just stunned me. Benny, I'm coming for you and I love you. But another thing I love about this is, like, Checkmate has this, like, girl crush vibe to it, but the 5th season has this, like, fairy type to it, and I just love that Oh My Girl has so much duality. And all I have to say is I love Oh My Girl. I love the 5th season. I love all their side tracks. I love them. This era went really hard, and I loved it. I'm so hot. I feel like this comeback was a huge step up from Bam. Though I really missed Daisy and Taeha a lot, and I really hope that they return soon. I feel like this comeback was perfect. Obviously, besides them two being missing, perfect other than that. It had amazing vocals, Jane and An's parts. Y'all gotta admit that they just went as hard as possible. Their parts right before the chorus, just my favorite parts of the song, and I love them. It also had a really good line distribution, which Momoland songs don't really have, especially their title tracks. You don't really get to hear Yeonwoo's voice or her rapping. I know a lot of people, like, don't even know that Yeonwoo used to be a rapper, but she used to be. She usually sings now, but still. And Naeun doesn't usually get very many lines, and she got a good amount for her in this comeback. And it was really amazing to see their vocals being noticed way more. And the dance, whether you really liked it or not, if you thought it was lame, I personally really loved it. You gotta admit that it was insanely catchy. It was really cute and it was easy to do, especially for someone like me who has no rhythm in their body. It was great to be able to learn a song. And I also really liked that there was, like, a slight concept change. It kept their usual, like, more pumped up party-ish sound, but it also gave them a more girl crushy vibe to it, which I really liked that. I liked that they did a girl crush song. Other than this, I really loved their side tracks. Holiday was that song. It really felt like a Twice title track. Not title track, sorry. A Twice side track. Like, I feel like I could hear Twice singing this song. And I loved that. I love Twice. I love Momoland. I think they have very similar kind of vibes to them. And I thought this song really did well for Momoland. And part of me kind of likes Holiday a little bit more than I'm So Hot, but that's just me. Seriously though, this comeback was great, and I cannot wait for another Momoland comeback, hopefully with Daisy and Taeha. Okay, I think everyone and their mom knew that I was gonna have this song on my list. Like, it was pretty freaking obvious. But Me was one of CLC's best title tracks, in my opinion. It had a great meaning behind it. To love yourself, to do it like me, love yourself, all that jazz. The music video was completely stunning. The vocals were just, oh my god, they were just so good. Like, especially Sunghee's and Elki's, like, their verses in the songs were probably my favorite. Also, Yoojin's, the bridge part where Yoojin sang the follow me part, oh my god, that just, whoo, Yoojin. Miss Yoojin didn't have to do that, she went hard. Okay, I know I keep saying that everybody's going hard, but honestly, all the comebacks of 2019, everyone's gone hard, everyone's gone ham. But, okay, anyways, my favorite part of the entire song, though, was Yeun's rap. Like, this is probably one of my favorite of her raps. This one and the Pepe rap, they're just probably my two favorite raps of hers. It was so deep. It flowed so well. I can't stop listening to it. I love it. And I know I keep saying that I can't stop listening, but yo, it's true. I keep listening to all these songs so constantly. all these songs are on my playlist. I feel like I think I have like a top 10 playlist of just these songs. I listen to them all the time. But anyways, though, the dance was also so good, and I saw a few people saying it was bad or whatever, but I loved it. I thought it was really cute. I thought it was fun to watch. Obviously, Miss Sungyeon went off during the dances like she always does. And another thing I thought was great about this era was that Eunbin's confidence went up so much. Like, you could tell that she was just so much happier on stage. She felt better, and she was also feeling herself. And man, I was feeling her too. Like, yes, Miss Eunbin, pop off. But yeah, anyways, this is definitely one of my favorite CLC eras ever, and I loved it. Yes, CLC's legendary song that got them their first and second wins. Seriously though, No was one of their best title tracks, and it truly deserved it. Like every single one of these other songs on this list, they had the vocal, they had the stage presence, they had the side tracks, all of it amazing. But one of the best parts, to me at least, was that everybody kind of had a special part of the song, and the live stages too. And I also love that each of them had a good amount of screen time during the video and during all the live stages. And yes, besides that, No was such a good song. It had so much to it. Like I said earlier, the verses were all great. They sounded amazing. Yeun's rap really outsold. And I just, like I keep saying, have not stopped listening to it. The reason why it's above me was basically the side tracks. Every single one of them was great. Like, I Need You especially. CLC did not have to go that hard, like I keep saying also, but they did it for us. And I love them for that. They also said that they're all English queens. They had to do that to us. They had to show us with a full English song, and I truly adore it. It also, another thing that I loved was Breakdown, which was another one of their side track. It had like a deeper, more R&B-ish feel to it, and as you can tell by my username, I love R&B music. This song was great, one of my favorite CLC songs of all time, and this just in general, one of my favorite CLC eras, because every single one of them owned this era to me, and I loved it. It deserved their first win, and I love CLC. Y'all are genuinely surprised by this, but yeah, Picky Picky is seriously my favorite song from the entire year, probably one of my favorite K-pop songs of all time too. It had it all for me. This song was so pumped up. I love all of Wiki Miki's title tracks. They're all so good. They all pump me up. They get me in a great mood, and Picky Picky was no different. I also loved the dance, like the part where they're like in a row and they're petting each other's hair. Y'all know the part. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And also the part at the end where they're in a huddle around Rena who's singing, and then Rena like touches Ellie's face. Ooh, I love that part. Just, ooh, the dance is so, it pops off, outsold. And also every girl kind of had a part in it that showed them off. And I know a lot of groups that came from IOI, like Wiki Miki and Gukuden especially, only kind of show off the members who were in IOI. And this is really different and a breath of fresh air to see them promoting all the girls, showing them all off. And yeah, but I also love how all of like Wiki Miki's title tracks, in this one especially, have kind of like a teen crush vibe, where it's like girl crush and cute concepts kind of mixed together. I love it, and I think Wiki Miki really sell that very well. But another thing I loved was Suyeon's verse at the very end. Her high note, oh my god, she's all the power in her voice. And a lot of the time she did like the high note live. Like if you listen to the NY Removes, she's going. She's doing that. Miss Suyeon, ooh, vocalist of our generation. I also really liked Rena's part at the end. Like I already talked about it during the dance where she's singing and she's like touching Ellie's face. Not only is the dance right there legendary, but Rena's voice is angelic there. It's beautiful and she sounds so good and she looks so good on stage. And every time I listen to the bridge, I go full on heart eyes emoji. Okay, anyways though, Picky Picky is one of my favorite K-pop songs of all time, and I can barely put into words how much I love it.